Welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends, also known as the Petty Game. In the words of Barnell Hill, did you miss me?
Girl.
Shebang bang.
Wait a minute. We didn't know we get PTO.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us want to talk about our contracts because you
not only PTO, but she got somebody to cover for her.
And then had a stand-in. Yeah.
Had a stand-in.
Right.
Yeah, I needed that. We all need to take us a nice mental health break, clear your mind.
You know, I'm glad you said that because let me talk about my PTO. Let me go to HR real quick.
Right. I'll be doing one-on-one meetings with everyone. Y'all better go to coach.
Please bring your questions and your concerns.
Have a meeting after the meeting.
Salary negotiations.
Right.
We need.
You know how that go. The meeting.
Welcome back,
after
Nikki
the
B.
meeting. Thank you. Did y'all miss? In the words of Barnell, did you miss me? Shebang bang.
Oh my God.
That's one of my favorite Mern episodes.
She was about to say some food.
Shebang bang.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. So, what's been going on, Petty Gang?
Nothing.
I must say, I listened to y'all episodes while I was off. You guys were really funny. I enjoyed it.
We enjoyed Nene. We were so glad to have her.
Yeah, Nene dope.
Yeah, she is. She is. So what y'all been on?
Nothing. Just going to work every day, back on the 9 to 5.
How's corporate America treating you now that you've been out and back, and now that you're back in?
Yeah, they some haters. Does
it seem the same, or does it seem like it's been changed a little bit?
Nah, it ain't changed at all. It's still cutthroat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's still very much
a doggy dog world.
A doggy dog world.
Yeah.
Shan, your braids look pretty.
Thank you. I'm getting ready to take them down. I got an appointment tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'm late. I'm that late. Okay then, girl.
Yeah, girl, I got
Dang, I have been gone for a minute. So I'm gonna play it safe. What you drinking on, E? Let me just go with the regular program instead of asking questions. What you drinking on, E?
I am drinking on some tequila and lemonade.
Ain't that his go-to?
It has been lately. It has been lately.
Yeah.
You stressed out? You need to talk about it?
No, I used to be a very heavy Hennessy drinker.
Yes, Lord.
And I just had to lay off of it, so I just been drinking a lot of tequila. I'm not gonna stop drinking, it's not so I might as well.
health issues or anything, is it?
No.
Look at Shan trying to treat this show like it's a safe place.
Right.
Come on in. Are you struggling with something?
Shit, I have a therapist, But I appreciate the concern.
He said he got a therapist. Okay, so why did you guys not even say nothing in our group chat when I sent y'all my trophy of my golf competition?
First of all, we couldn't read it.
Yeah, it was
but y'all smarter than that.
It was backwards and upside down. No, I asked you what did it say,
and I ignored you too because you weren't about to take my glory. Anytime you got to go through explain, and it ain't even worth it. Right? It ain't even worth it if I got to explain to you what I did.
Well, where was you playing miniature golf at?
Dude, I was playing real big kids. It was like it was an alpha event. It was a competition. Now,
So what you want? Prettiest golfer?
This is exactly why we the petty game.
How did you get
exactly?
The name is fitting.
Like 3 or 4 times already.
Right. Ain't nothing changed here. Y'all still petty. You still hate because you saw my trophy, first place in the competition.
What competition? What you did?
I played golf.
Well, And
First
so you
place in
made
the
some
golf
hoes.
tournament. Oh my God.
What you mean? I made some holes.
You made some, you don't know what I mean, and you won the tournament.
Really, dude? Really? That's what we doing?
See, I want to know how you.
Of
got
course,
it.
I made it. Anyway, to anybody but Truth, let me mute his mic. So yeah, I've taken up the sport of golfing. And actually, it came back to me. I have not played in a long time, but I grew up kind of playing because my dad used to own a concession stand in a golf pro shop in Chicago. So I kind of, in the summertime, growing up, that's, I would go and, and I would play around and they would be like, you're a natural or whatever, but it never was my thing. Got out there, trying to get some relaxation and stuff. And I've been going ever since and getting better and better.
You carry your own clubs?
I got my own clubs. Who clubs? No, I don't carry them. I got a cart, but I got my own golf clubs. What are you talking about?
You don't have a caddy?
Yeah,
of course I do. I got two little boys carrying my golf clubs. No, I'm just kidding. No, I put them in the cart. Yeah. But yeah, I got my own golf clubs, my little shoes, my glove.
Okay. All right.
What was your score? What was your final score?
600. Under.
No, it was not. It was see, you don't know because under would be really good, but it was 12. 12.0.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. It was 18 holes.
I haven't done an 18 hole yet.
Boss lady.
I've done a 9, but not an 18.
Yeah, we do 9 on Mondays. Yeah. We do 9 on Mondays. But yeah, but this competition. It is, but it's really relaxing. We be relaxing on Mondays because it's like that's what I go for the relaxation. So I kind of sit back. If I'm getting stressed out trying to get one, then I'd be like, I'm out this one. But the competition wasn't that type of thing you had to,
was it a,
push forward. Was
it a men's and women's tournament or just women?
Nope, it was a men and women's. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
It was nice. It was
real nice. So you won a co-ed. That's what's up.
No, I won for the women's competition. Our team won for the women's competition.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's good.
Thank you. Yeah, so I've been chilling. I didn't got a chance to go away a little bit. Got some other little stuff going on. So yeah, I needed a little time off. So I appreciate y'all, Petty Gang. This my our chat is my favorite, one of my favorite chats. Y'all so ignorant. Sometimes I had to turn off my alerts because I don't know what's the deal with Truth and these late. Oh my God.
Truth was like 2:00 in the morning. It's like, does he ever go to bed?
That must have been when I turned my alerts off. I'm like, okay, I can't do this. Like this brother then woke me up laughing at something. Then all you see is LOL.
TikToks.
Like, no, can't do it. All right, so we might as well get right into it. And come on, Shan, with the Shanster. Come on with the news, Shannon. I forgot.
Well, yeah, I'm doing just fine.
Attempt the title.
I didn't ask my boo. How you doing, Shan? You doing as good as you look? Cause you look cute.
Thank you. I'm tired. I am tired today.
What you been doing?
Well, my kids are back. School started.
Oh, right.
And so, I'm back in mommy mode, which has me getting a lot earlier these days because I have a sophomore in high school.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Yes. So he has to be in chair at 7:28 in the morning, meaning we up at 5:30.
That seems like punishment.
Right.
I can see it's probably a gang of kids now meeting about dropping out.
Listen, y'all, we gonna get out here and take this GED test and we gonna move on. And then so my baby girl, she's in 5th grade this year. So you know, she's still getting up around the same time and stuff. But you know, by the time I get to her, it's like I might as well stay up, and then I clock in to work at 9. So my days start really early, and
Do your kids have to wear masks? Do they have to wear masks
so there is
there?
a mandatory. Wake County has a mandatory mask mandate for the Wake County Public Schools, but my baby girl is still in virtual academy, so she's here at home with me.
Oh,
My
okay.
son
Okay.
was over it, and he made it known and was very adamant about going back to the building.
So did they have it where he could choose? Could he have did virtual?
Yep. So I signed her up especially, but I let him go back to the building.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Yep.
Good for the little kiddies.
Yep.
Okay, so that takes us into Shan's news.
Yes, the news we all can use. So apparently, the Currys are getting a divorce. Not Steph. We're talking about Sonya and Dale.
That's so crazy to me.
This is real crazy. I never saw this. I'm glad it's not Steph and his wife, but I'm so sad that it's his parents.
How long has it been?
Oh, they've
I think since
been
the 80s.
married. 1988.
What?
Yeah.
See, that makes no sense to me. Like, why are you getting a divorce like this many years later? Why?
Dale say she been cheating on him.
What?
And now she's living in Tennessee with I think he's a tight end or something like that.
What?
For an NFL football team. Yes, ma'am. And she lives
He's
now.
a former.
Wait a minute. I was about to say she dating a young dude. Okay.
No, he's a former NFL player.
Steven Johnson is the guy. And he was a 6th round pick in 1988 for the NFL draft. And so they've been actually seeing each other off and on throughout the course of the marriage. But now it's been reported that she lives with Johnson in Tennessee.
What?
Yep.
What he look like?
You know what? I have not seen
an average white dude.
A regular
He white?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
There's nothing spectacular about him. Just
nothing. And he was a bust in the NFL.
I don't see anybody being married that long and get a divorce. Like, I'm trying to understand, why, especially like I've heard of people like, go through a loss of a child and then they be making those type of decisions. But this couple, like, they seem like they were really happy and they seem to be getting out and doing stuff. So I guess you just never know. That's sad though.
It is.
I think it's really he trying to put her out there now on blast because he don't want to pay the alimony.
Yeah, that's what they said too. She's requested alimony.
She probably just fed up with him stepping out on her, and she got.
I was about to say they said both of them been cheating on each other.
Innocent now. He's not innocent at all.
Oh, okay. He been cheating too.
Yeah,
both of them have.
They've been doing each other both for years.
He was in the NBA. He was getting it in.
Cheated you in the NBA? Steph in the NBA. He ain't cheating.
He ain't got caught.
That we know of.
Okay.
I'm not gonna even let y'all do that. All men don't cheat.
No, all men don't. But okay.
I bet he cheating. Let him miss one of them payments, and you gonna find it all out.
No, well, I'm not gonna even do that. That's a sad situation. Though, is anybody contesting a divorce? Who filed?
He did.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang, he must be mad and because she didn't move in with that man. Is it proven?
And now she stay with old dude in Tennessee. You would be pissed too. Hold on, Heifer. Not only are you cheating on me, then you go stay with your side girl. Yeah.
And she said, "You've been cheating on me for 30 years,
and now I'm cheating back and better than you, and now you mad." Okay.
Oh, that's a sad situation. I hate that they kids got to go through that.
The kids grown.
I mean, good thing they kids.
Yeah, but you still, they may be grown, but you still be affected by it. Because then you got grandkids. The grandkids used to going over and seeing their grandparents now. You know what I mean? That's still hard. That's too bad they couldn't work through it, especially if they've been married that long. So maybe it's been stuff going on all along. I don't know.
It's sad that they business is just all out there in the street. You know, you could even have, there are messy divorces that have happened in private. Jesus.
Right. Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah. Somebody mad and just wanted to be out there. So he probably mad and like, I'm about to.
Yeah, you know, guys always get way more butthurt about being cheated on than doing the cheating.
Yeah.
So
and she can move with that dude.
That. So they be doing outrageous, breaking folks' phones, beating folks up, putting them all out there to the world. They can't take that. They be butthurt.
Okay, sound like Shan talking from experience. Okay.
I disagree with that. But, keep going on with the news.
No, E, why you disagree with that?
I don't think men can't handle cheating. I think when women cheat back, they always have to one up. So it's not that you cheated, but you cheat with my best friend or you cheat with my enemy or something.
Like, if you go do it, you might as well.
Right. That's the real overplay for the
underplay. Right.
But that's my thing. So yeah, I'm gonna be hurt. Like, cheat on me, but don't do it with my homeboy or a nigga.
You ought to be questioning
a guy you know I don't like.
Too. That means you got bad vetting in women and in your friends. You should check. We was talking about dating.
We wasn't talking about the friends.
Whatever. I mean, if your friends would sleep with your wife,
pretty much. That's sad.
Well, I ain't got no friends.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the reason why he don't. It could be other reasons. Right, it could be other reasons why he don't. He could be the guy that the people sleeping with when they get mad. So you know, we know who we dealing with here.
No, it ain't gonna be me.
Okay, let's go to the next news story. Go ahead.
So,
Lordy.
R. Kelly's defense team continues to cross-examine the second accuser in the R. Kelly and the R&B singer's sex trafficking trial Wednesday. They were basically grilling her about the letters that she wrote to the accused, the parents of all the girls that were in the, I guess, I don't even know, do you want to call it a sex ring?
It sounds like it.
I guess so.
It sounds like sex trafficking to me, because one girl was testifying about getting put on punishment and getting beat, whooped with a belt,
to sleep with other women,
and a guy who she said was underage, and he called nephew, God. and your punishment was you had to sleep with nephew or do something sexual to nephew, and he would watch and record. What? You know what? That's just a really messed up case, and it's sickening. But I think what's even more are the other adults who knew what was going on
and went along with it.
Right, because like I think it was last week, they doggone had to shut Chicago down, and it was all live on the news because I think it was his old manager, but anyway, it was the man who helped him get the license for him and Aaliyah. That man was on trial. Like, I'm pleading the fifth. I'm not about to tell y'all nothing. He said that in the courtroom. They had to shut the courtroom down, go out, make a deal with him, because he knew what he could say was incriminating to him. So they had to make a deal to say that him, tell us what happened, and we're not going to press charges on you. Then he talked about, he said Aaliyah was pregnant. That's why they got married. I mean, he told it all, had all of this documentation. Like, he should really be in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that makes no sense that he could get off, even though I get that sometimes that's what they do in order to get their case. But I think that what makes me mad is how many adults were involved in this whole thing, and nobody did anything for the kids. And even sadder, like, I think what also makes me mad is almost all of the victims who have testified met him at a concert with their parents.
This mess is just bizarre. It's so, like, I think it's not far-fetched because it's actually happening. But I mean,
the definition of just sadistic, like just creep. Like he's a foul guy. He's a foul guy, and when he get convicted, I fully expect him to kill himself.
Do you?
You think he will?
Yep.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unless it's a lawsuit involved, and then you didn't hear that. But go ahead.
Look at all this.
He ain't gonna do all that time.
String of events.
You know what? I don't see that. I think that he could do it because people still treating him like a celebrity and all of that stuff.
Are they?
It was an inmate that jumped on that man in there.
Oh, he got jumped on?
Yeah,
he got jumped on.
Like when he first got in there.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, a lot of cats is not pleased with what they're hearing, and you really in the wrong place to be there on that type of situation, bruh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong place for that.
It's just it's just a sad situation, but it's also scary. Like I said, at how many people was involved, and like every time that I've heard them say something about a witness and how they met R. Kelly, it was at his concert, and either I was with my mom or I was with my parents, and it's just like, what?
Oh.
And they invited me backstage, and they slipped me the number, like.
But yeah, and still, like, I mean, that couldn't have worked with my daughter.
Right. I mean? That's what my point is. If they said you could go backstage, there's no way Shan mom would be like, yeah, she could go back there. No, she's not going back there. This is a grown man.
Get to go back there if she goes.
You probably wouldn't even get to go to the concert. It was a grown folks concert because R. Kelly concert is raunchy.
Right. I just don't. And that was the first thing, though, when I heard about all these underage girls, is I was asking, like, well, where's the parents? And they out all night, 2-3 days at a time. Like, where's the parents?
Yeah. I don't get it.
Mom, would you ever let me go backstage to R. Kelly concert by myself? Would I have been able to go backstage at an R. Kelly?
You heard it here, folks.
You hear my mama? She said I'd have been lucky to even go.
Right. That's what our point is. And that's no excuse, but it's just like, to me, a lot of adults could have prevented this, in my opinion.
Right. For sure. They are complacent, but R. Kelly gonna take the fall, but it's a whole lot of people that made it happen for him.
Yeah.
And then he's passing around STDs and stuff.
Yeah,
Some people
I saw that he was exposing them to sexual transmitted infections.
Yeah, she said he gave her herpes, and she think he did it on purpose.
Oh my
God. For a punishment. But you ain't see them blisters though.
I didn't even bother to look.
It's like.
But they said he was messing up. They said he was messing with boys too.
Well, the way that the newspapers say boys, it made me think like, oh man, he was messing with boys too. But when you read the the transcripts or whatever, the newspaper or what they saying that the people said, they were testifying that there were two younger males, but he didn't sleep with them. He made the women sleep with them, but they're still victims because they were underage and was being made to do it. So that's why I said one girl said one of them was called nephew, and then but R. Kelly he was watching and taping, and they said telling them what to do.
Right. Wow.
And he was recruiting, like this is a human sex trafficking thing, allegedly. It sounds like
shit. That is
sick. He gonna kill himself.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so, but I guess we'll see. That's just a sad situation, though. You gotta like. It just showed that people will do anything, like his team and stuff like that. Like, how are y'all doing it? Like, because y'all getting paid, y'all still doing this? Like, to me, some of them need to be held accountable.
Yeah, I feel the same way. They need to be held accountable just as much. But you know what? On the lighter note, though, they released some of Aaliyah's music this week, and I was so happy. We've been waiting on that for years. The 1 in a Million album got released, and it was another album. I think it was the one with Rock the Boat on it.
Okay.
Aaliyah, the self-titled album. But I was so happy.
Yeah, today is the anniversary of her death.
Right. What is it, 20 years?
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah, it's 20 years because some lady has wrote a book saying that she interviewed a lot of people and stuff. I know, which her parents never do. Nobody ever approved. Her family never approves anything that comes out, for them to do it.
And the only reason the music got released is because the uncle owns the master.
Barry! Barry need that money right now. Oh yeah, that's just that's so sad. And then the thing about it is, I feel bad, even though she's not even here, that her name keep coming up in everything that he do. You know what I mean? Her name, no matter what, no matter who testified, her name is coming up on the news and stuff like that. It's just sad. But yeah,
he preyed on that girl, molested that girl, and
yeah. So, all right, Shan, is that it for the news? Or you got something else?
Yep. Nope, that's it for the news. That's it. I felt like that was heavy enough.
Okay, so let's do something real light, real quick. Why are these fools doing that crate challenge? I don't get it.
I'm not gonna do this with y'all. Yeah, why somebody say the FBI done dropped them off in the hood? Black folks and they conspiracy theory.
Girl.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, and then every time I see it, these be like some hard, trying to look hardcore, like, how you a thug and you doing the crate challenge?
And then folks is breaking their arms and legs left and right. Like, are y'all serious? But like I always say, whenever some mess is going down between the U.S. and anybody else, or just here in the country, they always make up something to take our focus. We got Afghans on the way to the country, and we don't know what to do with that. Yet we doing the crate challenge.
Girl, it's
this gonna be our next door neighbor.
So all I want to know is with the crate challenge, because they saying that people can win money. Who's paying the money?
Boosie gave somebody $1,000.
Oh, okay, because they were saying to win $1,000. So I'm like, who paying them though?
Little Boosie.
Little Boosie.
Boosie bad.
Well, is he paying the medical bills then? Because I didn't see people break their ankles.
That I don't know.
Was that in our group chat where the dude with his whole face swole up, a black eye from that crate challenge?
I don't know.
I'll have to, if it's not, then I'll send it. It's gross though. He failed.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw a lady look like her ankle, like she had a compound fracture. It was like at a 90-degree angle.
Ooh.
And she was screaming. She was screaming something awful.
I don't see the point of it. Like, it's not entertaining.
I just said that's what you get. That's
right.
What you get.
What was you saying, E?
I don't get the point of it at all. It's not entertaining. You hurting yourself. Yeah. If you got to go to the hospital, it ain't no room for you because they packed with COVID.
Yeah, with COVID.
So like, what? Like, I honestly don't get the point of it at all.
He said they sending you back home because it's COVID.
With some ibuprofen. Like, you get some 600 milligram Aaliyah.
At the doorway, he said they ain't even letting you in.
They got a sign on the door saying, going on back home.
Right.
And these are grown people. Like,
that's the thing, E. They like grown. Like nobody, I ain't seen nobody young. Grown.
I can see some teenagers doing it, but y'all are grown doing this.
And that's the thing, like that's what somebody was saying today. Like it ain't even young people that's doing it; it's these old ignorant
people who got GoFundMe's for burials, and y'all doing the crate challenge.
Hey, E, you gonna make them have a GoFundMe for their loved one?
You know they ain't got no insurance.
No, they ain't got no. At best, they got Medicaid. Well,
Oh, I do
Medicaid
not get that. Like that's one of the silliest things ever.
Our people got to do better. We gotta do.
Who started it? Where did it start from?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It came from, but listen, I'm ready for.
We can't be that bored. You cannot be that bored.
Right. I guess COVID did this to folks. And then it was somebody walking up one on the side, like in the parking lot, and the crowd is hollering, "It needs to be on the grass. That's cheating." So
why are they doing it on concrete? That was another thing I kept noticing.
Right.
Nobody's doing it on grass.
But the other thing is, why isn't anybody, like all the people recording, but nobody is up on them in case they fall? That's the thing. Nobody like close enough to catch
like
them.
You know, just in case you fall, let me catch you.
Right. But like now let me just say this: I did see some ignorant people who had a dirty mattress on the side in case you fell.
Hell, that's better.
I mean,
so they didn't drag the whole mattress outside to do this.
This is ignorant.
We got to do better, people.
We got to.
We got to do better.
Read a book or something.
Listen, self-help.
Get a coloring book.
Okay. All right. So let's get on with the subject at hand. So I have, and I was trying to do it, the question that I wanted us to, really discuss. So
it must be a good one. This is about to be some mess, or
I'm petty enough for it to be some mess. But no, this is a real this is a real kind of question. So I think like for the people that's married and stuff, like put yourself in, like if it was your daughter or somebody else, what advice you would give them. Shan and I probably definitely can relate to it. So if you are on the verge, right? Your career is going very successful, right? And you really want to make sure that it continue, to go on the path that it's going and all of that stuff. Would you give all of that up for love? To leave the job, move out of town for love?
No.
How established of a relationship is this?
I think that the courage just showed us it don't matter how established you are. You know what I mean?
That's petty. That is
no, because so this is I go first for this one.
Now, are we talking to our children or
you're talking to whoever? You just weighing in. If somebody came to you for advice, so this person is coming to us for advice, right? And so this person would like to know what would Nikki B and Friends, the petty gang, say? They probably don't want the petty gang. They just want us, the friends.
Don't do it.
What would we say? Because like, if I put myself, in that situation or whatever, like some people would think that it would be easy. I ended up talking to my friend about it, and she was just like, wow, that's a good question and all of that stuff. But she said that she would do the love. And I think that sometimes we get so caught up in love, and the love is a risk too. You know what I mean? And when you could have
Go ahead. I know where you're going. Go ahead. I'm already there. Come on.
Because you have you're on your right career path and stuff like that, and some people can't hold you back. But on the flip side, if you could have love, would you go for it?
So are you saying like leave the state and relocate type of thing?
Yeah, you would be leaving your job, the position you're in, all of that stuff to take a chance on love.
Nope.
Why no? Why no, E?
It's not worth it at all.
To find love? To find the love of your life?
No, I don't think it's worth it at all.
Okay. But why though? Come on, we having a conversation.
I mean, I don't see any benefits of it.
I have to know how deep in it we are.
You said what, Shan?
I would have to have like some established time in.
Okay, so your exception would be if y'all been together for a while.
Yeah, and how deep our connection is, if we're compatible. There are so many components.
I still say no. To me, the love benefits don't outweigh my career benefits.
Really?
And while I'll be sad to lose you, I can get another one.
Dang, but you can't get another job, brother?
Now, if I'm successful where I'm at right now, it probably took me years to get where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wouldn't take the chance.
Truth, we would love to hear from you.
I'm definitely gonna say no. Like, I mean, because I mean it's simple, but my thing is like, okay, why would I have to give up everything that I've worked for? You know what I mean? Like what are you like? Do you have a better career than me? Like, you know, so that would be pertinent information, but like you'd have to be damn near a superstar. You know, and if that's not the case, I'm gonna say no, because again, you know, my feeling is love is conditional.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and if I got this spectacular career or whatever, then yeah, you need to be trying to be where I'm at.
Right. But what if that person is successful, owns, you know, businesses and stuff, and saying that they would take care of you? Would you be willing to put your life in their hands? That's
it
really
depends on how much money they got, because a lot of people own businesses, live in one state, and you know they got people to run their businesses in other states. You know, that's like some of the wealthier people. Mm-hmm. But if it's something where he's got to be hands-on or she got to be hands-on type, then we got to look at the bottom line, or what my, you know, like what my trajectory is, you know, because love is a two-way street. Like, yeah, I'm proving how much I love and want to be with you, but you ain't doing nothing. You paying some bills, but I can pay my own damn bills. I'm showing love, but like, how's it being reciprocated if I'm giving up everything? I'm just saying, I don't, like, I can see how one person is showing the love by like giving up everything that they've worked for, but the person that's on the receiving end is like, how's that going to be reciprocated? You know what I mean? Like you're still in your comfort zone. Like, I've uprooted everything, and I'm like, if you're going to base a move like that, a career move like that, or whatever, I wouldn't base it off emotions. That's just me.
Right.
I wouldn't base it off emotion. It wouldn't be based off emotion.
And this could be something you went to school for, busted your ass at school to attain. It could be your dream job that you worked hard to get to. Yeah. That love is just too iffy.
Right, but but another way, you know, that we could possibly look at it is, if you were, you know, in a situation or something like that, or thinking about getting married, shouldn't you trust that person with your life though?
You should. Like,
yeah, but you gotta trust you with yours first.
Be able to anyway.
You gotta trust you with yours first.
I still wouldn't do it though.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Knowing what I know,
I'm on the fence. It depends on some stuff for me.
I gotta take my emotions out of it though.
You know what's funny is, it's interesting to hear Shan kind of hesitant about it, but the guys are really so firm on, yeah, I would, you know, no, I wouldn't do that. And I think that a lot of times we do see, like, women all, you know, and women moving to be with a guy instead of vice versa. Mm-hmm. You see more of that. I mean, you do see some guys who will, you know, trifling and ain't working. So yeah, they go.
Nah, if y'all meet in the same city, he gonna move in with you.
Right.
But I will say though, Nikki, my answer is gender neutral. Even if it was the woman.
Right, I feel you on that.
For sure.
Right. I'm just saying how strong you guys are in your opinion. And you know, Shannon and I are really kind of trying to, if we want to be honest, kind of, you know, figure out a way why this would make sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the same question that I posed to my friend, and she was just like, she would, and she very successful. So I was really surprised at how quick she said she would.
Because I mean, y'all wired differently, you know. But I guess the real story for real is me and E being adamant about not doing it versus y'all being willing. So if we're adamant,
but there are so many things to consider.
But
Shannon on the fence.
It's nothing for us to consider. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know, and then for us as Black men in America to obtain any type of, you know, valid, legitimate upper class status is a task all in itself.
Yeah, you know, but I think because things are so like non-traditional now.
Right.
If it's for the right, if everything checks out, you know, if we can guarantee that we're gonna be on a team with our finances, with the kids, with, you know what I mean? If this is gonna be a team effort and this all makes sense, cool. But you know, like I said, there's so many things to consider. I have children, you know what I'm saying, and I've already relocated. You see what I'm saying? So then there's I have to consider their father. How far off you gonna let me go before you be like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's real, right?
So there. I had another question on that then.
But one thing I know about men too is they'll tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you to do what they trying to get you to do.
But see, I gotta see the evidence. You gotta have some receipts for me.
But so Shannon just made a comment though. So would you let your child's father hinder you from pursuing your love? Because you just said you don't want your kids too far away from their father. So
what I said was I've already moved once.
I understand that. So let's say you have to move a little further.
Well, then we have to have a talk about that. So right now,
do you think at that point? Oh yeah, go ahead, because we all got questions now. Go ahead.
So like right now, we meet each other halfway between Michigan and North Carolina, which is West Virginia, right? It's 5 hours for each parent. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of, all right, let's synchronize when we leave it. You know, we get to our spot, we make the exchange, we back on the road again. Well, I'm gonna have to consider ways of traveling and making sure that my kids do see their father if I'm moving further away. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I purchase plane tickets now? Does that mean that, you know, maybe they don't get to see him as often as they have been because we live further away and now we got to reconstruct how we go about visitation? You know what I'm saying? Like my co-parent is very, very
good. You guys co-parent very well together.
We co-parent well, so it's not a matter of him stopping anything. It's just reconstructing how we're doing it.
But in the event that now he sees them less because of your new relationship, like
that might be an issue.
It's gonna be an issue.
I don't think I that would be one thing that I it would never just be that, oh well, you just don't see them as much. No, you're gonna see them. It's just how are we gonna do this?
And see, that's where the dude that you went to be with, he should have a plane on standby.
Is that realistic?
No, I'm saying he need to have money like that. Because
he's not saying an actual plane. He meaning like a tick, making sure that you have the tickets and stuff like that. So
helping me put the bill for plane tickets for the kids to be able to see their dad.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying to me?
But that should be one of the bills that he's willing to foot, though.
Well, that's what I said earlier. Like there's so much to consider. I have children. That was encompassed.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. That's why I'm just not gonna.
That's why I say no.
Too much.
But then again, I also said, what about the connection between me and him? Are we compatible? Do other things align with this thing with my co-parent and my kid? You know what I mean? It ain't just like one or the other. Everything has to align.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in, man.
We know that the more moving.
So ultimately, it might be the word no. If
pretty much. I think that
Nikki,
go ahead.
So Nikki, you're successful in your career right now.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of different things outside of your career, so you're very active, different organizations. You just told us about how you golf. Mm-hmm. Would you do it?
Don't do it for the money.
What he say? Wait a minute.
I'm ignoring True.
Okay, yeah, I'm ignoring him too because I don't even know what he said.
I said she gonna do it if the money right.
Okay.
If the money right, Nikki,
to be honest, I would really probably struggle with that at this point in my life. Like, I think that it's a lot of people, and I'm not saying that these are the only people that this apply to, but I think that there's a lot of people out there who need somebody, and I don't. You know what I mean? And I'm happy. It's a lot of people not. It's some people who like need somebody, want to be in a relationship. I'm comfortable not being in a relationship. So to give up everything.
That's the worst.
To give up everything would really be kind of hard. I really would have to trust you a lot.
How long would it take you to think about it?
It
would
2 months, 3 months.
No, it would take me longer than that because it was
6 months.
I wouldn't even want to make it a competition, but I would really, like, you would really have to show me. You know what I mean? You really would have to show me what you can do for me, what it would be like.
There it goes. You said it.
You know what? I need Shannon to say, I'm going to do Shannon today. I hate it here because really that's what we doing.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
No, I did not say what you could do for me. What I said was, no, I did not. And if I did, so what? Anyway, what I'm saying is that I would have to trust you with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to be at that point where I trust you with my life, where I say, this makes more sense than me being by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't by yourself. You got little boys running around carrying your bags for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, anyway, so
right.
It would really be a struggle for me right now. And that's just real talk. I really would have to do my pros and cons. And I'm just one of those people who I like staying busy. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, I could pack up my stuff and come and be taken care of, but I may get bored with that.
Yeah.
6 figures. 6 figures. It's 6 figures a year.
I may get a little bored with that. So
6 figures.
6 figures what?
That's what he's making, 6 figures.
He need to make more than 6 figures. He need to be in the high 6 figures.
Okay, the high, right. So like
because they supposed to be able to. So here go another question that we could add to this. Because if I'm moving, am I going to work? And if I got to start all over, and then do you have enough money to supplement my income?
Right. That's it. So so like I said to start the conversation.
If I need you, right, it don't have nothing to do right. This is when I need. This is when I be needing E to come in because E. I didn't.
Listen, I was under the impression, you gonna move here and work. You're not gonna just not work. You better Uber or DoorDash or something.
You know what? I hate it here. I hate it here. That was stupid.
E said DoorDash like E. Oh, so that's why E didn't say nothing. I shook him up by saying that work. So E like, wait, no, you
I didn't say you wasn't gonna work.
Right. Right. If you know, like I know, you're gonna be working harder here than you did there.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
So I can keep my lifestyle going.
Right.
Oh my goodness, I cannot stand truth. I cannot. I cannot. See, and so you know what? That's just now. Truth just made it a little bit easier. No, I'm not coming with him.
I'm not.
You know what I mean? Right. No. Shan not even going, and she thinking of she on the fence. And she won't love it. She may be willing to do it. But she ain't coming there.
I would have told Truth, you to bump your damn head. No, I ain't coming.
He said you're going to be working harder so he can keep up his lifestyle.
Me. You silly.
Right. But, you know, that would really be a tough, I think that would be a tough situation for anybody to be in. Of course, like Shan said, with the kids and stuff, you really got to put that into play. But my thing is, what if I'm giving up all of this? What are you giving up?
That was my question. I think it should be an age limit. Like you can't do nothing like that after 40. Like you can't. You can't. You should be established and set and yeah. If you know if that's gonna happen, like I said, like you said, she have to be high six figures, like for real, to the point to where I can take 6 months finding a job. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to go. I need to adjust for a minute. I might need a year just to adjust to my new environment. I need a year just to adjust to my new. I don't want to take the first. If I'm going to come and supposed to work, I don't want to have to come and take the first thing that somebody offer me. I want to be, you know, I need to be adjusted. Get to know my way around the house and stuff.
Listen, the East Wing and the West Wing. I be getting lost over there sometimes, you know.
Right. I need to know where the golf course is near me.
Shortest, the shortest route to the mall.
All that. You know she going to the PGA.
No, but it's like it's just a lot of stuff to think about.
Where the mall at out here?
Because when you look, because when you look at it, it's really, how much do you want love, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, people didn't kill folks because they was in love, but so I mean, I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. But me, nah, I wouldn't recommend that for none of my children, male or female. Like, no, like. This is why we did what we did for y'all to put y'all on y'all own path so that y'all could lead, not follow. You know what I mean? So, but if it's an offer you can't refuse, then by all means go for it. Me, I ain't going nowhere. Now, if Taraji call, then I'm out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Other than that, no.
Just get her some Visine. Why her eyes always red? But anyway, that's a whole nother show. So yeah.
Youre.
So yeah, I think it's just something to really do your pros and cons about, and I guess it really depends on the person and how, what they're willing to give up for love. Because really, it's like I'm giving up all of this for love. And do you love that person that much? It's some people who could answer this question with no hesitation that they would do it. With the person that they with now, if the person asked them, they would jump up in a heartbeat and do it.
I would really like to hear from them.
I don't know. If my boyfriend right now asked me to move to Georgia, I'd be like, nah, player. I'm good.
I need to hear from the people that said yes.
Right. How'd that work out for you? Shit.
Okay,
but they say you never know a person until you move in with them. So
Now that's true.
Right. But see, that's my thing, because that's the gamble that you're taking on love by giving up all of your stuff to go and put your life in somebody else's hands. And then what if it don't work out?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like an old school cat told me in the barbershop many years ago. A bird in the hand is worth more than one in the bush. Period.
Wait, what?
What that mean though? He lost all of us. That old player.
You said, well,
I know.
Because well, you're talking about a gamble versus a sure thing. Like, you have a sure thing in your career and your establishment and your identity, your status in your community, whatever. Like, you're gonna gamble all that away for an emotion.
I mean, and as bad as we talking about it, it could work out though, y'all.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And really, I think that I guess we could say what we want to say, but it really kind of boils down to
it won't.
How much you love that person. Are you willing to take
there are
give up everything to be with that person?
There are a lot of conversations that are going to need to be had, communication, also compromises. And I mean, it just depends on how bad y'all want it.
Right. In other words, you have to trust them enough to put your life into their hands and know that they're going to make the decisions that's the best for you. You have to trust them that much. That's just my opinion. You will really have to trust them with your life, because I mean, when you think about it, and you don't want to think about it, but if I give up everything and come down there and be unhappy, what? And let's just be honest. We ain't even got enough to get all up into this, but let's just be honest. We know it's some people who will get you down there and then start mistreating you. They'll be nice to you, but when they think you need them,
they got you.
Exactly.
They ain't got to,
And the first argument gonna be, I gave up everything for your ass.
But
or it'll be get out.
But I agree with Nikki, what she just said about, somebody relocating and now they miserable because they not at home. Don't nobody want to sit up and hear you complain about being in a new environment and it's not like what you used to. And I don't want to hear that either. So that's why I say, don't.
He said that with his chest, didn't he? I don't want to hear that mess either. Like, don't even come to me with that mess. I ain't trying to hear it.
You only been here a month and you complaining about everything. Like,
so that means,
gave it a chance.
Right. So that means if E say, how you doing today, you good.
You good. You got a lot of me.
Because he don't want to hear that mess.
Tell me a beautiful lie.
Lord have mercy.
All right. It's time to wrap it up and give our closing remarks. Who want to go first?
Don't do it. That's my closing remark. You better get you a puppy or something.
Okay.
Don't do it.
All right. Shan?
I'm saying make sure everything is aligned. That's what I'm going to say. Make sure it is right. Have the checks and balances. Make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And don't give up your happiness for a dream. Make sure it makes sense.
Okay. Truth?
Well, the more moving parts you have in any object, the more likely it is to break down. That's a lot of moving parts in that situation. So I would recommend my family, friends, loved ones.
He's so irritating.
Have them come to you. If they love you, have them come to you, because you're not going to let yourself down. You didn't came too far. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's a gamble when you got a sure thing. Go with the sure thing all the time, because the only thing it's going to make you is a winner. That's all I got.
And so my closing marks is just make sure you weigh out your pros and your cons. Make sure you're doing it for the right reason. Make sure that you trust that person. You have to look at it like, do you trust that person with your life? Because you will be putting your life into somebody else's hands. So do you trust them enough with your life is the question that you should answer. And if you decide to do it, just make sure you got your money saved up in case something happens, you can get up out of there.
Listen. For real, though, but why you laughing? That stuff be happening to people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and go back and start all over.
Right.
Now you're a fool when you get back to your neighborhood.
Oh, aren't you a fool? Yeah, you ain't nothing but a.
You might want to lay low for a while because folks don't be.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I hope that this helps somebody out. Don't forget to follow us at Nikki Nikki B and Friends on Facebook and Nikki B _ Friends. And make sure you send that's on Instagram, and send us your questions and stuff. Thanks again for rocking out with us. We appreciate you. I'm glad to be back, guys. I missed you guys. This was a good conversation.
Missed you.
So, all righty. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Can't find a doggone speaker for the music. I think I unplugged it.